Hello, my name is James Hunter, and this is my 2 cents channel where I talk about topics from physical fitness, mental health, and wellness topics, and topics I may just want to discuss. And today I'm going to talk about in this video disturbing your metabolism, the concept of metabolic resistance training. Some of the terms I'm going to talk about, they've been around, so it's not like I'm reinventing the wheel, but I'm going to talk about in my video some of the things that I incorporate and also what I use with my clients. So let's get right to it. You know, there's a lot of ways to work out, and some people may just, when it comes to the weightlifting part of it, or the strength training, if you will, they may just want to go in and do a straight set of, do their bench press, then do some dumbbell flies, or maybe it's leg day and they're going to do a set of squats. Whatever it is, they're training on a split routine or within their program. And for some people, they may shorten their rest periods. Maybe some have longer rest periods. But all they're doing really is the weightlifting. Now, weightlifting in and of itself, depending on what you're doing, it can get your heart rate up and get you breathing. Those of you who've done squats know this. I know myself, for a guy my size, when I do dumbbell rows with 150-pound dumbbells, by the third set, I'm breathing hard, okay? But I'm going to talk about something more specific to get your heart rate up and to get you breathing, okay? So let's talk about Epoc. Excess post-oxygen consumption. So basically, it's the excessive breathing you experience after some type of exertion or intense bout of exercise when you start breathing hard. So it's just a fancy way, basically, of saying, breathing hard after an intense bout of exercise, whatever that may be. I'm going to talk about some examples here in a minute. So with the excess post-oxygen consumption, the idea is it's going to disturb your metabolism. So the harder you breathe, you're going to have a tendency, the body is going to want to fuel shift from burning carbs to burning fat as well. So it'll fluctuate kind of back and forth from carbs to fats when you're having that hard breathing in between sets. They call it, the old term is a post-afterburn, if you will. You'll even have a bit of a metabolism boost after your workout. So this idea, of carbs or glycogen in the muscles, that's metabolized, anaerobically. You don't need the oxygen to metabolize and break down glycogen and carbs. However, fat is different. That's where the, aerobic or oxidative, if you will, if you think of the energy system. So you need oxygen to metabolize and break down and burn fat. So when you start breathing hard, simply put, that's like a cue to your body to start fuel shift into now starting, hey, we're going to start burning some fat now, right? So you have a greater likelihood, more of a probability that you're going to end up, your body's going to target or you're going to burn more fat when you're using this type of a workout approach within your program design. So what about steady state cardio or people who go running a lot? If you're in that oxidative state, the body's going to be, burning fat. So, this with the high intensity interval training, you can do research about getting your heart rate up, breathing hard, and going in intervals or intermittently. This has been shown to actually be more effective than just, walking on a treadmill or maybe even just going for a moderate level jog, So what my experience is that with people, whether it's someone who's trying to do a contest prep for bodybuilding, or it's someone who doesn't even care about sports or competing in anything particular, they're just wanting to lose weight and get fit and healthy. I've seen better outcomes with my clients when we do a combination of weight training and then incorporate an exercise that's going to get their heart rate up in between the sets of weight training, whether it's dumbbell flies, the squat, lateral presses, lateral raises and presses, and so on and so on. So an example with this, you could actually maybe incorporate it by making a circuit where the exercises between the weights is something that gets the heart rate up. So let's kind of give a few examples. Now, I like jumping jacks, burpees for those whom it's appropriate for, squat jumps. I love squat jumps. That's going to get your heart rate up. Now, for people who, let's say you have a client or you yourself, they have issues, orthopedic issues with the knees or hips, and it may be contraindicated for them to be doing, things considered more impact, right? Or higher impact. So what I do with some of my bigger guys is that I'll get the incline, you can get it up there 10, 15, or however you determine what's appropriate, but you want to create a challenge and incline. And I already get it going, okay? And by this point, they're already reasonably warmed up. So as soon as they do a set of a dumbbell fly, or maybe it's the lateral raise with the shoulders, or heck, it might even be on leg day and they just did some leg presses or squat. So after they do the weightlifting part, they immediately get up and they jump on that treadmill that's already running, and they have to walk on it without holding on to anything. And they keep that up for 30 seconds, maybe a little longer, right up to the threshold for what they can tolerate. And when they're breathing hard, then they get off and then go do their next set, whether it's incline dumbbell presses, the lat pull down, dumbbell row, whatever it is. And then after they complete their set of 8, 12 reps, whatever they're doing with the weight portion of it, then there's no rest. They're going to go right back and jump on that treadmill on an incline. And they're going to go through that, 4 times, whatever their conditioning allows for where they're at. So if it's somebody who can run or jog, then you may not do the incline. Just, you're going to have a treadmill that's kind of already going. They're going to jump on there. They're going to get the speed up, and they're going to run hard. I'm not talking jogging. We want them to run, because the idea is to get that heart rate up and get them breathing hard. And while they have that heavy breathing going on, they're just going to recover just enough to jump on the bench, whatever it is, and do the weight portion of the workout. So this back and forth of doing your weight training portion, whether it's back, biceps, legs, whatever it is, you get the idea. And then go into an activity that's going to get the heart rate up. The shorter the shorter the transition, rather, the more intense the workout's going to be. When I do it, I don't wait. I'll do a set of dumbbell flies. I sit up and I immediately go right into doing jumping jacks or squat jumps, whatever I'm choosing to do. It might be slam ball, something like that. And then as soon as I finish that, if it's for a minute, 45 seconds, whatever it is, and I'm going hard, and I'm going to be, my heart rate goes up, I'm breathing hard, I am going to go ahead and get ready and do my next set again. It's not much of a rest, if any, especially as you get used to doing this and get in better shape. Now, I will say, if you're someone you're not used to this, do the best you can. If you find yourself breathing hard and you need a little bit more recovery before you do your lat pull downs, your dumbbell row, whatever it is, then yeah, kind of get in control of yourself. And then as soon as you're able to, do the next set. And I would, for myself and my clients, they do at least four of any particular weight training exercise, combined with an exercise that's specifically selected to get the heart rate up. And this is going to be on within any of their routines they do in a split routine during the week. Back and biceps, chest, shoulder, triceps, leg day, and so on and so on. So this right here is something you can do. You can almost make it, kind of like a circuit, but you don't have to. You can just move through each exercise and pick one movement that's going to get your heart rate up. So with someone who's on a diet, yes, you got to be on a diet to lose weight, and for the body to be in a calorie deficit, if you will, or negative energy balance, to where you're going to burn more calories throughout the day than what you consumed. The exercise part of it, yeah, you're going to burn more calories at a higher rate while you're exercising. It makes sense. So that's important, the nutrition aspect. So if you're someone looking at having the best of both worlds, the workout part, what's the best program design I can pick to maximize burning fat from when I work out, to get the most out of my time in the gym, in addition to being on a good diet, a nutrition plan that supports your goals. Now you got the best of two situations. You're going to get where you need to be a lot faster. A lot of my male clients too, but a lot of the female clients, a lot of their measuring stick, if you will, they'll go by dress sizes. I lost 2 dress sizes, 3 dress sizes already. Inches on the hips and waist. And the scale's a part of it, but if you're doing body composition measurements, how much lean tissue or lean muscle mass versus body fat, what's that difference, right? So with this type of training, I do see better results. I see females and males, both female and males, well, definitely I see more the improvement in the muscularity. They get stronger, but I just see them lose weight more efficiently, if you will. It's my experience with the individuals I work with. Now, is that going to be representative of everyone? I'm not necessarily saying that it's the same for everybody, but there's different ways for different days, as some people say. What I will say is that with my experience and the individuals I talk to, the research, when I look at this type of approach, it is effective. And there may be some people that maybe it's not going to be appropriate for. But I think most people can be creative to find something that gets your heart rate up. So definitely when you work out, you want to get as much out of it, as much bang for your buck. Now, do I want to do this every workout? For where I'm at, when I go to the gym, I don't necessarily have to do this every workout for what my goals are and what my needs are. So I may just have a day where I'm just going to lift weights and that's it. And then I might want to, go to the track during the week and do some sprints, do some agility work, that type of situation. And that's going to get my heart rate up too. But on some other days, I'm going to, tie all this together in one workout, get my heart rate up really high, and then also do the weight training component. And if you're on a budget for time, you don't have time to really separate time for just cardio or get, cardiovascular type of a training, and then do your weight training like separately. If you don't have the time to do that, or it's more challenging, then this may be an approach for you to consider and think about. So I hope this video gets you to think. There's a lot more that can be said about excess post-oxygen consumption, disturbing your metabolism, how the body's energy system, bioenergetic system, will field shift, if you will, from what its preference, what it's going to go after for burning, fats, carbs, last case scenario protein, but that's not likely if you're eating right. You're not going to lose muscle working out and doing these types of things if you're giving your body the support it needs of enough calories from your macronutrients appropriately, enough protein and so on. So metabolic resistance training, Epoc, disturbing the metabolism. Do some research on it. You may be surprised to learn some things you didn't know before. Some of you clicked on this video. This may be nothing new, so thank you for watching anyways. If you would like, if you liked the video and it's been helpful, please subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate the support. I will continue to make videos on topics from physical fitness, mental health, and just topics I feel I may want to talk about related to wellness and so on. So it's 2020, so Happy New Year to everybody. This may be my first video this year as far as I know. I've been busy taking care of some things, but I'm going to be putting out content all year long. My goals this year, for me, it's not necessarily the New Year's resolutions. I pretty much maintain my lifestyle in terms of who I am. So my New Year's resolution isn't about maybe doing things differently, more so than just continue to become more efficient and improve upon characteristics I've already been maintaining. So two things I'm going to do this year. I'm going to do MPC, bodybuilding contest, the open bodybuilding class for whatever my weight class is going to be. I may be a middleweight this year. I may get bigger than I have in the past, and that's something that's going to be exciting to do a heavier weight class. Bring in my conditioning. I'm not worried about this how big I am necessarily, but anyways, that's going to be fun. The open class bodybuilding division, and also I'm going to do the classic physique division again. I have some videos under my bodybuilding playlist. You can see some of my results. You can see my results I posted about how I did there. And then there's even a video on bodybuilding in my 40s, which I post. There's even some video footage from some of the call-outs from the classic physique that I was able to get. And the other thing from a fitness or sports challenge for myself is to do a full meet or full power for powerlifting, the entire meet, squat, bench press, and deadlift. I've done competitive powerlifting in my 40s, but it's been a few years since I've done a full meet, and that's something I want to do again. I'll be 49 years old in a few months. So actually this particular contest I'm looking at here in Texas, it'll be actually a week after my birthday, so I will be 49 for this one. So I'm seriously considering actually doing a powerlifting meet at the end of May, and that still gives me about 5 weeks before the bodybuilding contest that I want to do. I think it's manageable. I've done something similar like that in the past. I was kind of holding out to say, well, let me do a powerlifting meet later in the fall, which I may change my mind and keep it that way. After all, we'll see what happens and how I feel with my training and my energy and my strength, where I'm at when it comes close for that meet in May. But either way, there's plenty of meets in Texas. There'll be some in September, October, November, and I can pick something like that after I've already completed the bodybuilding contest. And just change up my program for strength. So that's about it for today. I hope everyone is having a great new year. And until I make another video, you'll have an awesome week. Please subscribe to my channel and take care.